we actually did everything different. We used the blower truck with the hose, and instead of the egg carton, it was 2 inches, so 5 centimeters of the aggregate for drainage. They've both worked well. I think in general we've preferred the aggregate, and partly because the filter fabric that was used here was a lot thicker. It was a lot more substantial filter fabric, and that's been valuable because, as you can imagine, on occasion the shovel hits it. On occasion things hit that filter fabric, so it's important that we get a full 20 years out of that with some abuse. So how has green roof agriculture affected the green roof industry? I don't really know, but I'm not going, I haven't been successful with developing metrics or anything, but I think we can honestly say that has contributed some positive momentum, which I've been very happy to be a part of, and also as well we've been on our journey with agriculture. We know from Green Roofs for Healthy Cities that the industry in North America has continued to grow. And then also since we've started, there have been other amazing urban agricultural projects that have started. This is Ryerson University in Toronto. This is Uptop Acres, a new project in Washington, D.C., growing vegetables. They've converted a couple of extensive green roofs into agriculture. This is a green roof system at Fenway Park in Boston, where the Boston Red Sox baseball team plays. This is a new agriculture green roof that was just installed in San Francisco, where the San Francisco 49ers, I'm not going to say the word, football, American football, where they play at the stadium. And then this is another stadium where the San Francisco Giants play. And you can see this is raised boxes and some aquaponics in the back. Or hydroponic systems. So it's very much a merging of the energy and the importance of urban agriculture and education of our agriculture system, as well as with green roofing and the need to have green space around us. And one more shot, another baseball stadium, believe it or not, with a yoga session in Washington, D.C. that I found on Instagram. Also, the DEP, the Department of Environmental Protection in New York, they've used a photo of our farm as marketing, which has been exciting and also I think good. And then lastly, we've had a bit of a journey since starting the farm, and we've received 10,000 inquiries into our inbox to sign up for our email, and nearly 10% of them were from different countries. And that was kind of a surprise for us, considering that we sell our produce within 5 miles. and it's developed into a lot of energy that's really helped us too. Also, one other stat, this summer we gave 50 public tours. People can sign up for them on our website. And only 62% of the people that came to the tours were Americans, and the other 38% were from different countries. So what we've learned is that green roof food production does bring a huge diversity of people to the table, and that's been energizing for us as entrepreneurs too. But it attracts environmental activists, architects, green roof professionals, farmers, of course, horticulturalists, children, lots of children, city planners, events planners, and of course, insects and bees and pollinators and other things in our ecosystem. We see a lot of interest from residential developers. I think that is part of the future of green roof food production, is to have, as I mentioned earlier, to have amenities for people, especially in residential buildings, as space becomes such a premium in our cities. And also we see excitedly that corporations and parks and other large organizations and city organizations are excited to incorporate agriculture into different parts. So it's exciting that I think people are starting to realize that there's huge benefit in this. And I haven't calculated, but I believe that there's billions of dollars of savings to our healthcare system through some of this momentum that we're helping to create. And lastly, we have learned that rooftop farming is not easy. I have to admit that part of my motivation when I started this project, when I left the office, was looking at all these roofs and thinking that they could all be covered with soil. And It's possible, for sure, but it's not as easy as we thought it would be. A proper agriculture operation like we run requires a number of different aspects of the building. It requires a good elevator system, a long lease, of course structural stability, flat space, access, and the lease, the negotiation with the landlord. So we're going to continue, and it's exciting to see other people continuing. But it's not a simple thing, and sometimes challenges are fun anyways. So thank you very much. I think that's it. Oh, just the last thing, we have a book in case anyone is interested in looking for it, and it's a nice description of the trials and tribulations of being entrepreneurs that are both trying to have a sustainable, environmental, social business, and also to try to make some dollars to keep the lights on and to survive. So that's the real thank you.
No nos cabe la menor duda de que en este auditorio estamos llenos de Ben Flanners colombianos, y realmente así lo es.